All right, guys. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It is July 5th, and this is Melanie Mitchell. I'm the host of our Dream Team weekly call, and I'm here in Western Pennsylvania the day after a holiday, getting back on track from a crazy holiday weekend, which I totally enjoyed myself, but I feel like I'm just ready to roll, and we're about 3 weeks away from Summit. Crazy as it is, it's going to be here before you know it. So how many of you, this is going to be your first summit that you're attending? Anybody, this is their first summit that they're attending? Yes, some of you. Yay, Sam, perfect. So guys, know that we have a summit page. We have a Dream Team Summit page. Make sure you're a part of that. Don't be nervous. I think a lot of people are really nervous about Summit, what to expect. And the one thing that I want to tell you guys is this. There's no, oops, hold on. I got to do this change roles here. Okay, so the one thing I want to tell you guys is there's really nothing, you don't need to get dressed up. You're going to mostly be in workout clothes. It's really hot. It's extremely humid. So make sure that you guys dress cool. Take some sundresses for the evenings. If you got invites to the parties, you're going to want to wear, cocktail dress or something country, or, honestly, anything goes. It's Nashville. It's not Vegas. So know that too, right? So it's not over the top fancy. Our Dream Team party on Saturday, everybody needs a ticket to go. I will be letting people off the wait list. And the one thing that I want to encourage you guys is this, is if you are not going to be able to attend the Dream Team party, let me know so that I can refund your ticket so that somebody else can use that, so that everybody can come that wants to go. So make sure, and everybody needs to have a ticket. So if you are bringing a significant other or a spouse, they just need to have their ticket. So either print it off or download the Eventbrite app to your phone so that you can scan it when you come to the door, all right? Because you'll get a wristband to get in, because we have the top part of the restaurant reserved for just our team to meet and greet. And that, honestly, there's 25,000 people at Summit. That'll probably be the only time we actually get time to spend together. Once Summit starts, it is just mass chaos. And I want everybody to go do their own thing and go to the sessions and attend the events and do the workouts so that you can maximize the Summit experience, all right? So make sure you do that. So yes, it's Thursday. Yes, make sure you're in the Summit event page so that you can make sure that you stay up to date with the Dream Team stuff that's going on. Also download the app, the Summit app, and then you will be able to they'll send you like push notifications. Like last year, they actually changed the time of the final celebration on Saturday night because the heat, they sent out a push notification. If something changes or there's any kind of detour, that will all go through there as well. All right. So it's going to be awesome. And then the following week, we actually have Autumn in Pittsburgh. She's coming to Pittsburgh with Carl, and she's going to be here probably talking about country heat, talking about the program and the product. So if you can make it to Pittsburgh, come in and check us out. We're going to have a Super Saturday, but there'll be Super Saturdays happening all over the United States, all over Canada. So get to a Super Saturday, because that'll kind of be the recap. That'll also be some training, just networking locally within your area too. All right. So yes, app is awesome. All right, guys. So Autumn's on. I can see you. You're muted. So I'll just get you unmuted. And I know you have to get to work, and you have to get into the office this morning. So I need to put my earbuds in because I won't be able to hear you if I don't. So good morning.
Good morning. Hi, guys. Happy Tuesday, which feels like Monday, which feels a little painful today after a holiday. But thank you, first of all, Melanie, for having me on. I'm really excited to be on talking to you guys. And like Melanie mentioned, the biggest reason I'm coming on is to get everybody super excited about Country Heat, which we are 24 days away from the release, which is so exciting. And so I've done a few coach calls now, and the biggest thing I've wanted to tell everybody and get everybody excited about Country Heat is, here's the thing. We did surveys, and we realized the general public is really, really excited about Country Heat. Like when we surveyed the general public, they were like, oh my God, this is great. We're so excited. And then we surveyed our coach network. And our coach network was like, not super excited. And that is a terrible way to go into a launch. Like, and that's not a personal thing, that's a business thing, because you guys have a new tool, and if you're not excited about your new tool, you're not going to use it, right? And that's not good, because you now have the opportunity to reach even more people than you ever thought possible. And I want to go over kind of why that is and how to do it, because with the word country heat in there, we get a little negative connotation going on about country line dancing, and everybody wants to go like this and step away from it. But you get a new tool, you are going to reach. So if you thought 21 Day Fix was big, everybody is predicting this to be bigger. That is coming from all the surveying we did. That is coming from the top people at Beachbody. That is coming from the media. So there's a lot of opportunity here if you embrace it. So let's just talk really quick about some really important points with country heat. First of all, I want to get rid of the idea that this is country line dancing. It is not. It originated, the idea came from country line dancing. So it was inspired by country line dancing, but it is not country line dancing. It is cardio dance fitness to country music. So think very Zumba-esque, okay? It's not Latin steps and it's not Latin music, but that very easy follow along basic steps is what this is. This is not like you go to the honky tonk bar and you see the line dances, which by the way, I think are super fun, but that's just not what this is. So let's, when you talk to your clients about this, don't call it country line dancing, because you're going to make people step away. My little munchkin just walked into the room. Call it cardio dance fitness to country music. You'll keep people more interested, okay? That being said, are you leaving for camp? Okay. Okay. 2 seconds. You're not going to be late.
I mean, I don't need because last time I got.
Okay, mommy's on a call. Give me a kiss. Tell Allie to leave at 8:15. You'll be right on time. Can you close the door on the way out, please? Thank you. Love you. Have a good day at camp. I'll see you after. Sorry. It's hectic around here. So cardio dance fitness to country music. Very easy to follow along. So the steps are basic. People keep asking me, how does it compare to size? And I'm like, it doesn't. Size is an amazing dance program. I love it. Size is hard. Like I'm a dancer, and I could see where size would be hard for somebody who doesn't have a dance program. Now, that doesn't mean country heat is easy, or you're not going to sweat your butt off, or your legs won't be on fire, or your heart rate won't go up. It just means it's not choreography. They're very basic steps. When I created it, like I was so adamant about this being like so easy to follow. It's why Carl makes the joke where he goes, it's like walking, but sideways, because it's that easy on your brain. So even if you have 2 left feet, you'll be able to get the moves. There's also move breakdowns. So whether you stream it on BOD or you get the DVDs, you have the option before each routine to click play move breakdowns, where I break down all 22 moves for you. No music. I'm just counting it out for you. I'm telling you exactly what you're doing. It's just myself and 2 other people. And I'm saying, Charleston stomp, you're going stomp, kick, step, step together. Like I'm really breaking it down. So you have a chance to get the footwork if you do feel like you have 2 left feet and you can't pick something up at tempo. And then you can go do the routine. The routines are 27 to 30 minutes each. Music is chart-topping hits, biggest crossover country artists you've heard of. If everybody that won the CMAs are the people, like the songs that we got. These are, oh, that's at your house, Melanie. I was like, I saw somebody moving in the background, and I was like, who is in my house?
It's just my husband, and then I have Katie here. It's just like, you know.
It's early. I'm like catching things out of the corner of my eye. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So the music is the best of the best. And what I want to point out to you guys is country music is the #1 listened to music in America. Okay. So process that for a split second, because you might not be a country fan, but that does not mean that the majority of people out there are not country music fans. So just because it might not be your music of choice does not mean shy away from the program or don't promote it to your clients, because chances are they're going to love the music. And even for the people who don't love country music, I can't tell you how many of them I've had in the test groups be like, I'm a little hesitant. I don't like country music. And they're literally emailing me going, so who sings the song in routine 3? Because I'm trying to download it because I like love the music now. So it's really fun music. It's a low impact workout. So there's not a lot of jumping or anything. There's a little bit, but it is low impact. There is a modifier to follow. So for somebody who has any kind of knee issues or that sort of thing, they can absolutely do this, and they can do it without worrying that they're going to hurt themselves. We work on, there's a lot of moves where you're going to be working on the range of motion of your body without even realizing that you're working on range of motion in your body. But that's the fun part of it, is that it's a workout that just doesn't feel like a workout. There's 5 routines in the base kit plus a dance conditioning routine. So there's 5 dances, and then there's 1 dance conditioning where you're doing things like squats and lunges and push-ups and sit-ups. So you are getting abs in there. A lot of people keep asking me if they're going to get their ab workout from me. Yes, you will. It's all done to the same type of music though. So it's done in a little bit more dance feel to it. So it just keeps dance conditioning really fun instead of just being like, okay, and now we're squatting and now we're lunging. So yeah, 5 workouts plus dance conditioning, 27 minutes in length. There is a modifier. It's low impact. It's cardio dance fitness. It's chart topping hits. There's 0 equipment necessary. Another really fun fact, for those who have been at Summit, normally when we do a Summit launch, the program that comes out at Summit only comes out at Summit that weekend. So you have to be at Summit to be able to get your hands on it. Otherwise, you have to wait until the following week to get it, okay? They're doing it different this year, which I'm really excited about. So it will launch to all of Team Beachbody on the 28th, which means whether you're at Summit or not, you can be on, you can order challenge packs, you can order base kits, you can sell base kits. The other cool thing is that it will be available on Beachbody On Demand on the 28th for Team Beachbody. So for everybody who has a million zillion 21-day fix containers and doesn't want a million zillion more color-coded containers, you can go and buy it on BOD and start streaming immediately. You don't have to wait for shipment. You can be at Summit doing it in your hotel room. You don't have to get more containers because all the nutrition guide will be right there on Beachbody On Demand. For those who are wondering, it is the same meal plan as 21-day fix. If it's not broke, don't fix it. We found something that works and works amazing because it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. So the nutrition is the same. We've thrown in some fun new recipes in there for you guys, but the nutrition is the same. For people who are asking, little side note, not everybody knows this. There is a 21-day fix vegan meal plan now. There has been for a little while, but if you don't know that there is one. You can get it on BOD. If you go into 21-day fix and scroll all the way down, just click vegan. The whole plan is there. That is the majority, like those are the basic details of Country Heat that I wanted to get out to everybody. So Melanie, we can do a couple of things. We can have people type questions and you can read them off to me and I can answer them. However you want to do it, or if you have questions already pre-prepared that you want to ask me, but let's answer some questions for people.
All right, sure. Okay, so exciting. Do you think that Carl will do what he does and launch it before the 28th, or do you think like the 28th it'll be the
28th is it because it's the Summit launch, so he won't launch before Summit.
Okay.
If he's planning on launching before Summit, that would be news to me. I'd be like, what are you doing? I'm not ready.
Well, he does that like at every Summit, so I'm like,
does he?
Do I prepare for the 28th or should I prepare?
Wait, I didn't know he did that at every Summit.
Well, maybe he already knew it in his mind, but they always tell the network like one date and then it always comes out early. Does anybody else remember that? Like I'm always rushing back to my hotel room at Summit to send out. Yes, see, people are like, yes.
No. Okay, I had no idea, which means I guess I'll be prepared for that as well. Yeah. Here's one thing I will say. You guys know it's coming. There's so many assets already out there. You should be blowing people's emails up the week before. So if you are at Summit, you don't have to worry about, like, oh my God, we just launched. Like you should just have a newsletter or whatever ready to go, let people know it's coming. And then as soon as it goes live, be it the 28th or whatever other day they should choose, you can be like, it's live, send. Exactly. And then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and you know what? Next week we'll talk about how to launch it, guys, because you want to start collecting emails now and you want to start getting your Excel spreadsheet, or if you use an automatic, Aweber or Constant Contact, get that ready. So we'll talk about that a little bit more next week, but I would prepare for like the 25th because just in case they change it, you're ready to go.
Tell them.
Yeah.
Don't stress me out.
you know, everybody always wants to be the first to get it, you know, and that's kind of like the draw is you want to kind of be the first. So there is going to be another bod, right? There's going to be another sneak peek.
There's a sneak peek on the 18th. And here's the really exciting thing. So what I will tell you is this. There are 2 bonus line dances. Okay, I know I just got done telling you the whole program is not line dancing, and it's not. But for the fun of it and to kind of pay tribute to the fact that these were inspired by country line dancing, I did create 2 line dances. They're original line dances. You've never seen them before anywhere because they're choreographed by me and they haven't been out yet. So one of them is to the song Cowboy Up, which is out and you've heard it. The other one was written specifically for me by Jody Messina, country superstar Jody Messina, who's amazing and I absolutely love her to death. And I got to sit down with her in Nashville back in the winter and talk to her about the exact kind of song I wanted, what I wanted it to be about, and then I got to choreograph the dance for it. So that's awesome. So there are those 2 line dances. Originally, Carl had wanted the sneak peek to be one of those line dances. And I was like, I'm going to go against this, even though I love these line dances. We do not want to indicate to people that this is a line dancing workout program. It's not. So it's not. So the sneak peek is another routine because what I said was, I was like, I really want to show everybody variety because the first sneak peek that we gave you guys, if you did it, was routine 1. Routine 1 is designed to be easier, okay? It's designed to kind of get you into it, get you into the groove, get the feel of how the workout is gonna go. That doesn't mean all the workouts are on that level. Here's what I can tell you about Country Heat. If you like cardio or you want a more fun way to do cardio, like you hate cardio and you're like, I don't wanna go run or stair climb, this is your cardio. This is gonna be your jam. You're gonna love it, I promise. Your whole body works. You are dripping in sweat, okay? Because the workouts do progressively get harder in terms of intensity, not in terms of how hard are the steps, but the speed, or am I making you work your legs a little bit more? Am I making you get down into the routine a little bit more? Things like that. So the sneak peek that we're doing on the 18th is the 3rd routine in the workout program. So it's definitely going to show you a little bit more variety compared to the first sneak peek.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So question, I'll just ask you some of the questions.
Yeah.
Somebody said in here about losing muscle. So, you know, Kate said for someone that has 2 left feet and doesn't want to lose muscle, so kind of 2-part, would this be a good fit? So I would say anybody can do it.
Right.
What about
so I'm gonna hit you with a question back. Have I, like, if you look at my body, have I lost muscle? I'm just, you know, obviously you're not going to respond back to me, but I've been doing the workout for 8 months. Now, there was a time period in there where I had candida and I lost weight because that was a stomach issue that I was having. But in terms of muscle, no, you will not. If you look at any dancer's body out there, they are some of the leanest, strongest bodies you will ever see. Okay, I can promise you professional dancers do not hit the gym. They don't have time. In fact, okay, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. Let me see. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, those are Alvin Ailey dancers. Those are modern dancers. Their bodies are so toned. Their quads are just defined. Their obliques, like just dancers have amazing bodies. Bottom line, you will not lose muscle from doing this. Are you going to gain? Are you going to look like Sagi from dancing? No, you're not, because it's not bodybuilding. It's not weightlifting. You're not going to come out with a hammer and chisel body. It's not the same type of workout. This is your cardio. Let's not mistake it for a weightlifting program. It's not. But in terms of muscle mass, you're not going to. And when you start looking at the results and seeing the definition in people's legs and the fact that girls' butts are lifted higher and tighter and guys' abs are popping out, I think you'll see very quickly it's not a worry that you'll lose muscle.
Okay. All right. And somebody said, is there a strength training element? There's not any equipment or weights to
It's body weight. So again, think about Insanity. Okay? There's no equipment, or at least in Insanity Max 30, there's no equipment in that, right? It's all intense cardio body weight exercises. Danielle Natoni, if you look at her body, she's rarely lifts weights. She's done more now, but she's been an Insanity girl forever. She's all muscle. So your body weight is plenty to build muscle with. And there is, like I said, once a week you do dance conditioning. So you are squatting and lunging and push-ups and sit-ups and tricep dips. You're doing all that. You're just doing it to dance, like to music. So there is a dance conditioning component. Okay. You'll see on Wednesday what I'm talking about with like how much your legs are going. There are plenty. The routine I'm teaching at Summit is actually routine 4, which is one of my favorites, and it's one of the biggest leg burn workouts. So if you're coming to that workout at all, like I dance that workout almost like, oh my God, why do I do this to myself? Because I have to teach it and talk at the same time. So like my quads are on fire, my heart rate's sky high, and I'm like trying to cue you guys. So yeah, you're getting a solid workout.
So people that go from hammer and chisel, they go from fix extreme, 21-day fix, you know, and so they're used to that little bit more intense. How would you spin this for those people?
So here's what it is. Here's what I'm going to tell you. It's, first of all, like I said, you're still going to get an intense workout. It's just different than weightlifting. It's just a different type of exercise. The next thing I'm going to tell you is if you always weightlift, okay, it's really, really good to take a little time period and do something different. Not stop working out, but do something different. It's a great shock to your system where your body will actually respond more and you will see more significant results from doing it. So if you go from doing hammer and chisel to doing country heat and then going back to weightlifting, first of all, when you're doing country heat, you're going to be like, whoa, I just shredded out even more. And then when you go back to weightlifting, you're going to see bigger gains because you gave your body a little bit of a break from weightlifting. Trust me, from a girl who loves to lift, it's hard for me to do that sometimes because I just love to lift, but the results are so worth it. The other thing I can tell you is we are seeing in the country heat test group, the results are technically speaking, they're better than the 21-day fix results. Okay. So you guys know what 21-day fix does. Now I'm telling you, country heat is doing better and you're going to wonder why. You're like, how is that possible? 21-day fix, you're lifting weights, 30-minute workouts, 7 days a week. These are 6 days a week, 27-minute workouts, no weight training. How are we getting better weight loss results? Because when you lift weights, you have a metabolic response where it's an inflammatory response, okay? It's a cortisol response where you'll retain a little bit water, you'll swell a little bit. Your body will actually hold on to food and things like that because it's like, whoa, what's happening? What am I doing? Because when you exercise and lift weights, you tear your muscle fibers on a microscopic level. That's normal. You're supposed to do it, but then your body has to repair. So you go through this whole response of, like I said, inflammatory in your body. When you just do cardio and you don't weightlift, you don't get that cortisol response. You don't get that response, that metabolic response where you're holding on to water and you're holding on to food and your body has to repair and things like that. So your body just goes, awesome, burning calories, whoosh, and it loses weight. So we have people in the Dallas test group, they've lost 60 pounds in 90 days. Not one person, multiple people, 60 pounds in 90 days. I don't know how many people we had accomplish that on 21-day fix, that much. I mean, we have people lose insane numbers on 21-day fix, but 20 pounds a month for repeated months in a row, 3 months in a row, that's hard to do. That's impressive. Like I pat myself on the back for that one. I'm not going to lie. Like that, I was like, wow, we did good. So the results are amazing and you will definitely lose weight and you don't always have to beat the crap out of your body to see results. You just have to keep a variety going and keep your nutrition on point. So don't think that because you're an insanity person or because you're a P90X or a hammer and chisel person, you're going to skip over this one. It's a beginner program. We had a lot of people make that mistake with 21-day fix because we kept saying like, this is for beginners. This is for people who haven't done it before, da, 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 da. And a lot of people at first were like, oh, that's not going to be for me. Like, oh, I'll try it out just so I know what to tell my clients, but that's not for me. And so many of those people have become fixers for life. So don't underestimate what the program can do for you because any workout is a great workout if you put your everything into it. So if you go into it and you give it your all, it's going to be a solid workout.
Yeah. Okay. So like, what would you say to somebody that doesn't want to lose weight? Would you say that this would be a program?
Yeah, look, then you're going to eat at a level where you're not losing weight. It's the same thing with 21 Day Fix where you eat at a maintenance level instead of at a calorie deficit, because that's really, your nutrition is where your weight loss or weight gain will come from. Let's be honest. Like, lifting weights or not lifting weights doesn't determine whether or not you gain or lose weight. It's whether or not you put a cupcake in your face or you eat 1,200 calories or 2,000 calories. So if you're not looking to lose weight, but you obviously still want a strong heart, strong lungs, strong legs, toned abs, toned arms, you still have to work out. That doesn't mean you're necessarily, like, I'm never trying to lose weight. I pretty much like to maintain the weight I'm at, but I work out like crazy every day. I just eat so that I don't lose more weight. I eat to maintain my weight.
Right.
So that's where that'll come from.
Right. I agree. And nutrition is everything. I mean, you can do the whole program and not lose a pound because you eat like crap. So that's
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, it's 30 days, right? So it's a 30-day program.
It's a 30-day program. Yes.
So, okay. So continuity, like keeping people, what is your suggestion after they finish 30 days? Do you always recommend a second round? What should people kind of suggest as they go through this?
So then here's where it comes down to individuality. And this is where you really start to talk to your clients and what they want, or you ask yourself what you want. If you've got the client who can't stand working out, who didn't want to get off the couch, who didn't want to eat properly, and they did Country Heat and they're like, that was the best thing ever. I lost weight. I feel great. Heck yeah, keep them on another round, because they're the person who doesn't want to work out and you're lucky you got them to do 30 days to begin with. So get them going for another round so that they feel really good about themselves before maybe you switch them over to something like 21 Day Fix or PIO or something like, like make sure that they're really starting to love working out before you take them off of that. For somebody else who's maybe used to all the intense workouts, you can do a couple of things. Like, you can take them off Country Heat. You can say, you're strong enough, you're ready, you liked it, you're curious about 21 Day Fix. Let's go try 21 Day Fix. That's 21 days. Like, you could put them on a hybrid if it's somebody who's been doing multiple programs already. It's like, I love actually combining my Country Heat with, right now I'm combining it with 21 Day Fix Extreme. We've had the TV test group for Fix Extreme going on, so I've kind of been doing the workouts too, keep everybody motivated. But I also still like to get the cardio in, and I've been making sure I stay on point and ready for Summit. So I'll do Fix Extreme in the morning and I'll do a Country Heat workout at night. Like, it's just a great way to get the cardio in and feel like, okay, great, I did that too. So you can combine a hybrid, and really you could do it with any one of our programs like Hammer and Chisel or P90X or, again, Insanity, whatever you want, you can do a hybrid with. So the biggest thing is to talk to your clients and ask them what their goals are, how much, are they working out, or do they want to be working out, that sort of thing. Did they love it? Do they want to, is size a smart workout to move to? I see that question. Again, size is an amazing program. It depends on somebody if they have dance experience or not. Size is very different format than Country Heat is. Size, you're learning choreography and you have to memorize steps. So it's like you learn a step, you add a step, you do 2 steps. You learn a step, you add a step, you do 3 steps. So that by the end of Size, you're doing a dance routine. Country Heat's not like that. You learn step A, you perform it 8 times. You learn step B, you perform it 8 times. You put A and B together, perform them 4 times. You're done. Those 2 steps are done. They go away. You move on to the next 2 steps. So you never have to remember more than 2 steps at a time with Country Heat. So if somebody is a dancer and they feel like they can handle Size afterwards, then absolutely move them over to Size. But Size and Country Heat really aren't the same thing. Size is hip hop, it's choreography, it's memorizing. It's a little bit funkier, a little bit harder to do. Country Heat is super easy, follow along, basic footwork, country music. So I wouldn't necessarily say just because they're both dance programs, Size follows Country Heat. Again, it would depend on the individual.
Right.
Yeah.
So when this is an interesting question, like the whole hybrid idea, even just doing 2 workouts, how do you adjust your nutrition based on that? If somebody's going to do a workout in the morning and a workout at night, do you have them follow just the regular plan, or what's your thoughts?
I still say follow the regular plan. If you're doing an hour or less a day, I say follow the regular plan. So for me, I don't adjust my nutrition if I'm doing like I said, like just an hour long workout, hammer and chisel is about 42 minutes in length. I work out an hour to an hour and 15 minutes a day. My nutrition is the same no matter what. Only when I like compete, and I'm working out 3 hours a day, and then I'm working on top of that, do I adjust my nutrition and start eating more to make up for the mass calorie deficit that I'm hitting. But in terms of if you're doing one workout in the morning or one in the afternoon, or you're combining 2 back to back, you shouldn't have to really adjust it. But you have to listen to your body. If you're starving, then maybe you need to put yourself in a maintenance mode and not a calorie deficit mode, or you need to add in a red and a green to make sure that you're feeling fueled. But you shouldn't really have to adjust it that much.
Now, pregnancy, that's also a big question too. I'm sure you
Fantastic program for somebody who's pregnant. You first have to check with your doctor. Always, always, always. That's the most important thing, is to make sure you're cleared by your doctor first. But if you are, it's a great program to do while you're pregnant. It's cardio, so you're not lifting. You don't have to worry about straining anything. There's a modifier to follow. It's low impact. It's only 27 minutes long, so you're not going to really overdo it. So yeah, if you're cleared to exercise, it would be a really fun one to do. It's still going to work on your balance a little bit, which is important during pregnancy. All that cardio and extra blood pumping is fantastic for the baby. So the only thing not to do, don't eat at a calorie deficit. Make sure you add in 200 to 500 more calories to your meal plan so that you're fueling your body.
Mm-hmm.
But
same thing with nursing too, right?
Same thing with nursing. Yeah, you want to add in 500 calories.
Okay. All right. So good question. When you're adding calories, what containers are you adding in?
So you don't necessarily just add in the containers. Like if you're nursing, you need to add 500 calories to your calculation. So if you fall at, 1200 and you add 500, the number 500 to that, you're at 1700. It's going to move you up a calorie bracket. It's going to move you up a whole bracket. So now you're just going to eat from that bracket. So it's not a add in a red, a green, a blue. It's add 500 to the calculation and see where it puts you, and then eat from there.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Shoes. I saw somebody ask about shoes. What shoes?
I personally dance in my Nike high tops. They have like a wedge. But again, that's me. I'm a dancer. I'm a little bit more used to it. I don't necessarily say go dance in high tops. Tennis shoes is fine. I've seen people do it barefoot. It's fine. Whatever feels supported and good for you is all you need.
So not running versus cross trainers. It's sort of
not necessarily. I mean, a cross trainer is, I think, always best for beach body workouts, because we're cross training, we're not running. Like you get a little more lateral support in a cross trainer. Mm-hmm. So that's usually going to be your best bet.
Yeah. Okay, price. Do we know what the price is for the challenge pack?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't for the challenge pack. I know the base kit is coming in somewhere right around the same price as 21 Day Fit.
So I bet it'll be the same price.
It should be right around the same price.
The 140, 160-ish.
Probably. Don't hold me to that though.
Okay. And it comes with the containers unless you get it on BOD, and then it doesn't. So even the kit, when you order on Team Beachbody, will come with containers.
Correct. Will come with containers. Yes. And here's what I will say about like challenge packs and deluxe workouts and everything. If you don't get them with the containers, I know you can a la carte the bonus workouts. Mm-hmm. Get the bonus workouts. Like they're so much fun. You guys had so much fun creating these. It was so hard when they're like, okay, only 5 go into the base kit. And I was like, no, like it was so hard to pick which ones to put in there and which ones to make bonuses. So get the bonuses. They're so much fun, and they're just going to give you that much more variety.
So those are the 2 additional, like your advanced are the, okay.
They're the 2 additional. Yeah. They're not necessarily super more advanced or that sort of thing. They're just 2 more to have in your arsenal to rotate through and keep it fun.
Okay. Then now one more thing, when you were talking about the breakdown, did you say there's a totally separate DVD workout that breaks down every single move, right?
Yeah. It's not a separate DVD, but it's a separate on the DVD. So like you don't have to watch the move breakdowns to get to the actual workout. you can either click play move breakdowns or you can click play workout. But every single routine has a breakdown. So if you have 2 left feet, I suggest you watch it. Do it. Don't just watch it, do it. So you learn them at a slower pace so that when you get into the workout, you know what the moves are at that tempo.
So does that make, it makes your workout longer? So it's not.
It'll make your workout longer. It'll make your workout in about 45 minutes if you do it. But
Okay.
it's something you shouldn't have to do every single time. You know, you might have to do it the first or second time doing each routine, but you know, by the time you've done a routine 3 or 4 times, you probably don't need to be watching move breakdowns.
Okay. So like Size does one workout routine for an entire week. How does like your days look with this?
Yes. So the first 2 weeks you do workout 1, you do it Monday and Tuesday. You work out 2, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then you go back to workout 1 on Thursday. Friday you get dance conditioning. Saturday you get the day off. Sunday you go on to routine 3. So basically you're doing each routine 2 days in a row, so you get a chance to get it until you get through till you get through all 5 routines. And then we start to just alternate day by day throughout the weeks. And when we created the workouts, we made sure that there was, so with Size you kind of have like a beginner, intermediate, and an advanced, right? But what we were noticing, the feedback we got from that was that once people got to the advanced workouts, they didn't really want to go back to the beginner workouts. They felt like they were too easy. They didn't like the feeling or the connotation of, well, now I'm doing beginner on this day, but I already did advanced. So the workouts are all equal in terms of work, like what you're achieving in the workout in terms of intensity and things like that. So there is no beginner, intermediate, and advanced, which makes it a little bit easier to constantly rotate them throughout the 30 days without feeling like, oh, I got to routine 5. I don't want to do routine 2 again. That's too easy. It's just, they're all just different. So you get a nice variety throughout.
Okay. That's a good one. All right. Shayla asked about people with a bad back. Could they do this workout?
Yes, I'm not going to say they couldn't. It depends on their back issues. And again, clearance from the doctor is always important, but it is low impact. There's not a crazy ton of back movement, but they would need to be a little bit more careful with some of the upper body movements. And it depends on what state their back is in. Like I have a bulging disc in my lower spine, but if it's not aggravated, then I'm fine. If it's aggravated, I can barely walk. So it would just depend on what their back issue is and how they feel at that time.
Okay. Oh, and somebody looked up the FAQ. It's 160 for the challenge pack.
Thank you.
So what do you get when you finish the workout? Is it a t-shirt this time when you finish the 30 days? Or?
I think it is. And honestly, I haven't seen it yet. Okay. I don't know. I'm assuming it would be a t-shirt.
Okay. Somebody was like, do we get cowboy boots when we're done?
That'd be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Really expensive, but awesome.
I was thinking that too. But they can use the app because it's the same nutrition plan. So they can use the 21 Day Fix app, the same tracking that they can use, which is good.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I think that's it. 27 to 30 minutes, guys, workouts. And is there anything else that you can think of that we need to?
I think that's the gist of it when you guys go out. What's that?
What were the artists? Like some of the artists, I think people are going to use that in there.
There's a whole list. If you go on countryheat.com, there's a whole list, but there's everybody. And the Dixie Chicks are on there, and Jody Messina is on there, and Big and Rich is on there. Miranda Lambert's on there. Like, there's just like the whole list is on there of the people we have, and they're all amazing and the best of the best country artists. So yeah. Okay, so really quickly, I'm just going to give you 2 more things just to kind of have in the back of your mind that are coming up. You probably know about them already, but in case you don't. So also at Summit, you're going to hear about the new cooking show I have coming out on Beachbody On Demand. So that's with my older brother. He's a chef, moved him out here. So he and I are doing cooking shows. Every recipe we are doing on that show is Fix approved. It'll have container equivalents with it. So there was a lot of questions for another cookbook. We had been talking about doing the next cookbook, and then Carl was like, let's just do this as a cooking show. So that's what it is. New videos are going to be going up every single week. Every kind of meal you could imagine: breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, more cocktails, side dishes, main dishes, holiday dishes. So like everything will be on the cooking show. I'm really excited. That'll release mid-August, but you will hear about it at Summit. And also the AC for Beachbody clothing line, the whole fitness line, will be at Summit for the first time. So lots of fun things. Yes, gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan options, paleo options. We are covering the spectrum of foods, different ethnic foods. We're covering everything on the cooking show. And it's a work in progress. We're always filming once a month, we're filming new stuff. So if you don't see something in August that you love, which I'd be shocked about, but just keep checking back because new recipes will go up every week.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Guys, so this is exciting. I've taken like an entire page of notes, which is good. So the biggest thing is make sure that you have Beachbody On Demand. Make sure you have that club membership so that you can try it out on the 18th. Take a little 15-second video clip of yourself. Do a live video. Talk about what you liked about it. Think about what are going to be people's biggest reservations about buying this program, and you want to combat those things right on live video, right in your Facebook post. And so get Success Club kind of out of the way early in the month, right? So that you can focus on the launch of the Country Heat for the second half of the month. So we'll actually come back next week and I'll kind of walk you through what I do for a launch, how to create an event, how to start your list, how to start kind of dripping people information along. Go to thecountryheat.com, go to Autumn's Facebook page there. She even has a Country Heat Facebook page that's dedicated to that. You can find a lot of transformation stories over there. Jamie Messina, Kaylee, has done they both were in the test group, so you can use their transformations. So, start kind of drumming that up and get people excited. So I know somebody's asking about like teens. Can teens do the program?
Yes. Here's the thing. It's great. When we see families and kids doing stuff and we all get a big kick out of it and love that. This is one already from all of our test group participants. We're seeing the kids jumping in constantly and they're picking up the moves. So you've got 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds picking up the dance moves. So that should tell you that it's not like the hardest of moves to pick up. But yeah, everybody and anybody can do it. And it's great for teens because obviously we don't necessarily want them lifting a ton of weights when they're 12, 13, 14. It's still a little early for weight training. But it's never too early to get our kids involved in exercise and teaching them about, making it a part of their daily routine and eating healthy and all of that. So it's just a great way to start getting families involved.
Right. Right. And this month is the sneak peek, guys, the 18th of July. Yes. And we talked about it being available on the 28th is going to be the launch date. It's going to be launched on Team Beachbody. It's going to be launched on demand, 27 to 30 minutes. You can use the performance line with it, right? So
you can use, what I tell people is that you can use Energize and you can use Hydrate with it. Obviously Energize, great for before your workout, and Hydrate, people are dripping in sweat every time they finish this workout. So those are two important ones. Creatine, definitely not for Country Heat. That's for weightlifting. And even the Chocolate Recover and the Vanilla Recharge, not really designed for this. Those are designed for that whole process where when you lift weights or you work out at insane levels like Insanity and you rip those muscle fibers on a microscopic level, those two supplements, the Chocolate Recover and the Vanilla Recharge, are really designed to help repair that and recover your body from that. But that being said, if you are somebody who ends up super sore from one of the routines, which does happen, I had a few people commenting, by all means use your Vanilla Recharge, but use it wisely. Even though we don't count it as containers, you still need to use it wisely. If you don't need it, it's just not an extra treat you get to have for free. So be conscious of that.
Perfect. All right. I think this was lots of great information. We appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on, you guys. Enjoy the sneak peek on the 18th, and I will see you guys all at Summit.
Sounds good. Thank you. Hey, so I will, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, are you going? Okay, I'm going to log off. Are we good?
We are good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Happy Tuesday. We'll see you later. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is get this uploaded. I'll get the recording uploaded and posted into our team pages. It'll go out in any newsletters or anything I do team-wide. Guys, here's the scoop. Start really thinking about who this program would be good for. You know, get your challenge group started for the month of July, like get that going. And then the next thing we want to do is you want to create an event that's around the sneak peek or the launch of Country Heat. Here's another thing. Tell people if they're on Beachbody On Demand that they're gonna get a sneak peek of it. And here's a good selling point. Maybe this will get your wheels turning. Anybody that signs up for a free Team Beachbody membership gets free 30 days of the club membership. So they can try Country Heat on the 18th for creating a Beachbody account with you as their coach so people can actually try it before it comes out. Anybody that signs up, anybody that's interested, put them on a list. And then I would post in your event page transformation stories. I would post about the workout. When you guys do it on the 18th, I would share that little snippet. Take video of yourself, you know, every way that you can sort of drum it up. Start doing a countdown. I'll go through this next week with you guys, but it's time to start getting those wheels turning. Something that really surprised me, you know, when Autumn said, like, this might be bigger than the 21-day fix, that's a pretty good sign that we need to be ahead of the game. And if we are getting people on our list, getting people excited about it, I really think that that's how I got the 21-day fix to do so well for me, is I was doing these things ahead of time. I wasn't holding people off. I had people that wanted to start a challenge group. I was getting them plugged in now, and then they were going into my Country Heat groups in August. Kristen, I do not use a landing page for like the email collector through Team Beachbody. I do not. I use my own. I create my own list. I send out my own messages. I do my own event pages. That's what I do. And that's how I keep track of people, because once they go into an email collector through Team Beachbody, I don't really know how to access that. And so I don't feel like I don't have control over that. So that's just my personal, that's just what I do. All right. Okay. And then I think that's it, guys. Can we start? Yes, you can share Country Heat transformations. Absolutely. And that's it. So, all right, guys, go out there, have a really great week. Share this with your teams. Go back and re-listen. There are FAQs. If you go search the FAQs in Team Beachbody, you can find more information about base kits and programs and all of that good stuff. So go out there, share this with your team. Take this information and talk about it in your team calls, in your one-on-ones and things you're doing. So, all right, guys, you rock. You're awesome. Have a good week, and I'll see you guys back here next week. Bye, everybody.